I am one of those that have stood unequivocally for the rule of law. I insist that due process must happen, right? There's a constitutional agreement on May 29th being the swearing and handover date. So that should stand. My thought, right? But then again, I also do not have a right to bully, intimidate, or shut down the voices of those who are insisting that the swearing in shouldn't hold, right? That's my thought, and that's theirs, and then they've got reasons. And I think again it helps us to understand clearly why we should put character first before anything in choosing leaders, because people already knows who, maybe they know Tinubu more than I do, and so they are not trusted. Even elite, those in the political class, opposition parties, even people who have been in government before are insisting that allowing Bola Ahmed Tinubu to be sworn in as president may just be all the man wants, so that he can be able to scuffle, scatter, destroy, manipulate, and everything. And someone even said in a tweet that I read that what Apapa, the native doctor who is wanting to take over Labour Party and use that to removing the election petition from the tribunal, may get after May 29th is a government backing to be able to enforce his will, which is anti-democratic and of course manipulative, and again anti-people, so to speak. Someone like Bola Ahmed Tinubu may likely not just be that kind of democratic. Of course, you are seeing Lagos already, no democracy in Lagos as it were. And then when the man says my legacy, like he did the Chatham House in London, you will know that this is a man insisting that he's in charge of a state. So that's it. So people have made several insinuations, and some of them very logical, some of them laughable, but they've got rights to their own interpretations. They say allowing Bola Ahmed Tinubu to be sworn in may just be the end of our democratic process. This man is going to scatter, scuffle, destroy everything. And then someone said to me that the problem may not just even be Tinubu, because as much as you know that Tinubu is an anti-democrat, he may not have the physical and mental will to be able to enforce some of the things he wants to do. The person, the character we should be looking out for is Kazim Shettima. Listen to Kazim Shettima insisting that he has already told Tinubu to face the economy while he handles security. Of course, that means he will become the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He said that before lawyers who are supposed and then this thing is funny. That was deliberate. In the NBA conference of 2022, Shettima told a gathering of lawyers and by extension Nigerians that he would be commander-in-chief of the armed forces. Watch the video again.
I've been in the theater of conflict for 18 years. I will lead the troops. My principal is an economy wizard who transformed Lagos into the third largest economy in Africa. He will concentrate on the economy. By God's grace, I will handle the security arm. Not only handle the security arm, I will lead the troops to battle across the length and breadth of this country.
That's him. That's it. And so, if you think that is not scary, or that there is no need to worry, then you need to watch this particular video I'm about to show you. This next video will make you know why we need to be scared that Kazim Shettima is insisting that he wants to be commander-in-chief of the armed forces. Watch it.
On Christmas Day in 2013, a group of worshippers who had come to exercise, who had come to practice one of the most valued feasts and festivals of their faith, Christmas, gathered in a church in Madala that was now bombed by Boko Haram. As many as 41 people died, several more injured and maimed, most of them for life. The mastermind of that bombing, Kabiru Sokoto, was arrested shortly after. Where? He was arrested in the government lodge, the Borno State Government Lodge in Asokoro in Abuja. Now, it begs the question, how was a wanted terrorist mastermind found in the private residence of somebody who says to us that he will arrogate to himself the leadership of our national security apparatus? How? It raises two questions. One, complicity. Was he complicit? That question is a question that we must find an answer to, because that answer has never been given. And over the course of his career, for several years, there have been allegations from within the APC, his own political party, from within the government of Borno State, the person he succeeded as governor, from within his state, from within his tribe, that he has a major hand in the formation, the foundation, and the arming of Boko Haram.
Now, right, marry both videos together, you will know that there is need to be worried. And so you could even at this point begin to understand why some Nigerians are saying that the swearing in ceremony would just be an endorsement of an upturning. Even the PDP candidate, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, has also made that clear in his own response to Tinubu's kind of childish, amateurish response to Atiku's petition, where he said that Atiku did not become president or couldn't win the election because he's a serial loser. As you are asking, Kenyamu must have written a lot of rubbish these days, because I don't know if a lawyer wrote that. That's supposed to be in a serious response to a petition against you and INEC. I don't know the lawyers that wrote that in a serious petition against your candidacy, against INEC declaring you winner of an election that was marred with irregularities, manipulation, fraud, against the will of the people, and then constituted laws of how elections should be run in this country. You say because he's a serial loser, whereas Muhammadu Buhari lost several elections to the point where he even declared that he was done with democracy. Yet he still won an election. I'm not a fan of Atiku Abubakar, but I'm telling you how well these people. It's like these guys have written, just the way they wrote results, they have written the judgment, because you would not even imagine. You cannot even imagine. So again, my point is there must be a balance of both. I believe that the swearing issue it doesn't change anything. And for those of you that care to know, there is always a first time. I know some of you have said, when did they remove the president? There's always a first time, right? When the first judgment removing an incumbent governor happened in this country, nobody believed that it could have been done. And you see several of it happening every time. And so, of course, it has happened in Kenya before. An incumbent president was removed from office, and fresh elections was declared to be held. So it can happen. Of course, what Tinubu can actually take away from this whole process, the best he can, is that the election is cancelled, annulled, and then most likely a fresh election is held. But again, his personality, his candidacy is not being questioned, so he may actually not even run for the fresh election. So that's why you see that the man is very much wanting to get into power so that he can spoil a whole lot of things. But God will not allow him. God will not allow you too that you're going to join this man. I don't like Tinubu, I can't hide that. But again, if he had won this election free, fair, and clear, maybe I would have allowed him. But of course, we can't allow that. So forget all this English of people saying that, hey, we should move on. We cannot move on. We can't move on. So much needs to be done. So much needs to be said. And for the future of this country, we must correct these abnormalities right now, so that nobody thinks that this is supposed to be a country. Even an association, there are several groups and associations, several pressure groups that have committed will to the constitution and rules that binds them, let alone a country like ours. Over 200 million persons know now. A few persons, I'm sure those people ringy, doing all these things, they'll not be up to 1 million. I'm not sure they're even up to 1,000 or few. Apart from those who are party members that don't even benefit anything from the party, but they are going to be online using their personal data, inside heat, no fuel, no light, no food to eat, no hope for tomorrow, to be insulting and challenging voice of reason. That's it. So I don't know where you think you stand. Let me know. So I don't know where you stand. Are you of the opinion that the swearing should hold and then let everything happen? The court will decide, or you think that's where that this tribunal case should be expedited? There should be a speedy run of activities in the tribunal, and then of course maybe also in the Supreme Court, so that we can have all this done in less than 1 month, and then let's know our fate. which side are you? Let me see it in the comment section. Share this video so that more Nigerians will be able to express their own selves in the comment section. And then thank you so much for all you do. God bless Nigeria.